questions based on the cloze test. What is the context about? Space technology. Easy or difficult? So what is the first one? Mangalyaan 2, India's second mission. Underline the word mission. Second mission to Mars marks a, also underline the word leap. First you write the meaning of the word leap. Leap means what? Right? Jump. Have you written? So you have to think of the words, what sort of a leap. First one is symbolic. Anything symbolic here? Mark it. Indicative. Relevant or not relevant? You can consider remarkable leap. What is the fourth option? Significant you can consider. What is the fifth option? Trifling means what? Important, not important. Triple means not important. Also write the word trivial. Not important, but trivial also means, write the word silly. Trivial issue means not an important issue. Between the two, how to decide? Remarkable leap, significant leap. When you read articles, usually you can use both the words. Nothing wrong with third option, nothing wrong with fourth option. But between the two, significant goes more with the usage. What is the answer based on that? Important leap. But better words would have been, don't consider the word leap. Write one expression, milestone, landmark, landmark achievement, and once you achieve something, it's like a milestone. Milestone has two different meanings. You all know while traveling you come across milestones. Here something like an achievement. Significant leap. Nothing wrong with remarkable leap also. Shall I go to the next one? Marks a significant leap in the country's space exploration endeavors. Underline the word endeavor. Endeavor means write the word venture. Also write the word project. You take up an activity, you start a project, that is called endeavor. We use with business, right? Business endeavor, business venture. Endeavor is a better word. You try for something. Planned for launch in 2024, this mission. What sort of a mission? Usually you use the word ambitious. Before you go to the options, you have to think of, can you use a negative word like aggressive? Please write one word based on the word ferocious. Aggressive means what? Ferocious means aggressive. But subtle difference is there. Aggressive means, please write, ready to attack. Ferocious also means the same, ready to attack. But generally the word aggressive goes with people and animals. Ferocious we don't use with people. A ferocious dog, that's a typical combination. Can you say ferocious man? What is the next one here? Ambitious we can consider enthusiastic, nothing wrong, but we don't use in this context. Positive word. Hopeful, not relevant. Striving. You're all striving for a government job or not? So what is the meaning of that? Work very hard for your goal is ordinary or lofty? No, please write. Work very hard for a lofty goal. Then you strive for that. Work very hard. Have you copied? Hope you are getting time to write. What is the last? Okay, that is the last one. So what is the answer? This is an easy one. Ambitious mission. Next one. Ambitious mission aims to build upon the success of Mangalyaan 1, which made India the first Asian country to reach Mars orbit and the fourth space agency globally to do so. Mangalyaan 2 will focus on scientific research. What sort of scientific research. One word, advanced scientific research you can think of. But do you see that word? You need a positive word, a negative word. First one, enhanced. What is the meaning of enhanced? Improve. Improved research seems okay. Can you use a word like foxed? Relevant or not relevant? Improving scientific research. On improving, we don't say. Enhanced is a better word. Another not relevant, increasing. So what is the answer here? That's also easy, I suppose. Next one. It will also demonstrate new technologies such as a lander and rover system designed to and analyze the Martian terrain. Underline Martian terrain. Whenever you go to a new place, what do you try to do? You try to explore. So what is the word that has to come to your mind? Explore. Find is too simple. Both mean the same. Overlook, negative word. What is the third option? Scout also goes with this context, but scout goes with looking for something lower level. Scout for something. But we are talking about lower level, or we are talking about outside the planet Earth. So what is the better word based on that? Discover also can be considered, but the best thing, explore some terrain. So what is the answer? Explore. Have you chosen that one? What is the last one here? The mission showcases India's growing capabilities in space exploration and is part of the country's efforts to its scientific and technological prowess. Underline that word, important. Prowess means what? Write the word power. Also write ability. It's a positive word. Prowess, power, strength, ability. Expertise also you can write. Efforts to advance its scientific, seems right or wrong? Hold that one. Interdict. Imagine you don't know. Endowed. Endowed means, write another word, bestow. Bestowed with special gifts means presented with special gifts. But upgrade you can consider, encourage, no. What is the appropriate word here? Advance, efforts to advance its scientific research. Simple word, scientific research, what do you try to do? Advance or not? So what is the answer based on that? But all these 5 options, I don't know how many of you have got all the 5 correct. Anyone got all the 5 correct? Very good, outstanding. 3 plus, that's pretty good, almost all. But imagine 1 or 2 are very close. 3 you should be extremely happy. 2 options are very close and you may get confused also. Question number? What is the 4th option? When it comes to prowess, prowess we don't say upgrade. Imagine you are talking about a system. Upgradation of the system, perfect combination. But you are trying to show your ability or expertise. What is the right word to be used? Advance your technological prowess. There is a typical combination. What is the combination here? Advanced scientific and technological prowess. How do you know this? I've been telling you guys the same thing. How do you know that? Tell me. Grammatically, you can use many of these words. Earlier also, if you go to the first option, you can use remarkable, you can use significant. What part of speech is remarkable? Remarkable achievement, adjective. Significant improvement, adjective. Then how will you decide? That's why I tell you guys, never ever take the grammar approach. At some point you get stuck. When options are very close, it's impossible to decide. But when you read the newspaper, something tells you, oh, this could be the appropriate word. That's what helps you. Shall I go to the next one? 5th one, same way, advance, upgrade. Then how do you know which one is the right word? Combination, usage. Prowess, advance your technological prowess. Upgrade your system. Different combinations or not? Shall I go to the next set of questions? What are these about? I think today all the questions are easy, should not be a problem. But it all depends on how you look at the questions. As a spacecraft launched in the sky, when you read this part of the sentence, you have to think of which grammar topic. Active voice, passive voice. How many of you have thought? Raise your hands. That's what you have to think of. Because spacecraft does action or receives action. Spacecraft, can it launch on its own? Or someone has to launch. So here it should be in past tense. And what is missing here? As a spacecraft was launched, that word is missing. What is the word missing? Was launched. As they launched the spacecraft, past tense active voice. As a spacecraft was launched, past tense passive voice. Please make a note. Past tense passive voice. I'll read the complete sentence with that correct word. As a spacecraft was launched in the sky, the spectators watched. Here context goes into past. Was launched past. Watched past or present? Past. In awe. Awe-inspiring, you all know? Yes or no? Awe means what? Awestruck. Awestruck, awesome. I'm sure youngsters, you know this. Awesome? Yes or no? Awestruck means impressed or not impressed. So impressed, in awe, knowing they were witnessing a historic moment in space exploration. One reading you should be able to. But if you're really good at English, you don't go beyond the first part. How many of you have gone beyond the first part to answer this? A few. How many of you haven't gone beyond the first part? Raise your hands. That's wonderful. That comes with exposure to the language. Shall I go to the next one? Launched into the sky. As a spacecraft launched into the sky. Here the context talks about someone launched the space. Imagine the context. I launched the spacecraft. You were watching. You were watching casually, or you were awestruck. Why were you awestruck? Something special happened, and in the field of space exploration, so you watched. Context talks about someone launching what? Spacecraft. It is always, context is about passive voice, no second thoughts. And here in the sky, into the sky, that is not the point to be focused on. What is the point to be focused on? Doer, receiver. Spacecraft receiver, that means we have to use, when the receiver is the subject, we use active voice or passive voice. As simple as that. And sometimes what happens, there's a saying in English, too good is too bad. I'm not pointing out. Some students are very good at English. They get unnecessary doubts because I come across students, every batch we come across. The problem is when you read a sentence, always remember they frame the question keeping something in mind. This question is framed based on whether the students are good at active voice, passive voice or not. Once you read, you get it, there ends the matter. You don't have to worry about other things. Shall I go to the next one? During the thunderstorm, the sound of raindrops tapping onto the roof or tapping the roof. Strike off, then read the sentence. During the thunderstorm, the sound of raindrops tapping the roof was oddly comforting. Seems okay? No need of onto. So onto is what here? Redundancy. Question is about? First question is about passive voice. Second question is about, please make a note, redundancy. You can also, in place of tapping, you can use hitting. What is the other word you can think of? Hitting the roof was oddly comforting. Nothing wrong with that also. Shall I go to the next one? Her penchant in classical. You have to stop here itself. What is wrong with that part? Underline the word penchant. It does not take the preposition in, it takes a preposition for. Penchant for something means passion for something, liking for something. Have you said liking? Very good. I appreciate that. Liking, passion, being fond of. Write the word fond of. Fond of means what? To like something a lot. I'm fond of music. Means I like music or not. Same thing. But here more passionate. Penchant is a very strong word. It talks more about being passionate about something. What is the word? What is the meaning of the word passionate? People say, I like English, casual. They like a lot. They want to do anything to improve or enrich their language proficiency. Then we say penchant for something, means liking for something. Have you got it? Let me read the sentence. Her penchant for classical literature was evident in her extensive collection of rare books. Perfect. Contextually, grammatically. First part has the error. The mellifluous sound of the cello filling the concert hall, captivating the audience. When you read this, you have to understand the context goes into present or past or future. What do you think? How many of you think past? Context talks about the past. Based on that, the mellifluous sound of the cello filled the concert hall, captivating the audience. How did it fill? Captivating. Captivating we have got many a time. What does it mean? Attracting, appealing. Please write the words captivating. Interesting also you can write. You listen to a story, captivating story means what? Interesting, not interesting. Write the word interesting. Write the word appealing. And what is it? Fascinating, very good. What is the spelling of fascinating? And it also goes with plot, P-L-O-T, plot. Story, you know, story, plot. Captivating plot, captivating story. Have you guys got this? How many of you? Raise your hands. They said that the changes would, first you underline the reporting verb. What is the reporting verb here? Said. It is in past. It means the tense is changed to a corresponding past tense. Based on that, will changes to what? Would. That the changes would jeopardize the education of pupil from poor backgrounds. Write the meaning of that word first. Means what? Will you say student from poor backgrounds or students from poor backgrounds? So what is wrong with this word? It should be in singular or plural form. An easy question. One shot you should be able to. Who has got all the 5 correct? Over that set, raise your hands, all the 5 correct. Only one student, give him a big hand, he deserves. 3 plus. Oh, not too many. How come? Questions are easy or difficult today? Somewhat difficult. God's sake, don't say moderate for this also. In my opinion, these questions are difficult for people, for candidates or students who are not exposed to what? Contextual awareness matters. For example, let us go to, where is this concert? All of you go to question number 9. Mellifluous, it seems positive or negative? Obviously, captivating, positive or negative? Positive word, something like soothing or impact making. And concert, how many of you know the meaning of the word concert? Musical program, either vocal or instrumental. Context talks about that, and somewhere, imagine you have read about that somewhere, you will get an idea, you will be able to. But a student is not exposed to this sort of a context, will keep searching every part using grammar knowledge. That takes a lot of time. You may not get the answer also. Chances are less, in my opinion. What is the meaning of jeopardize? Threaten. What is the other word you have to recollect? All of you write the word endanger. Endanger the students of marginalized students. What are the words you have to think of? Poor backgrounds, underprivileged, marginalized, downtrodden, grassroots level. All these words should be at your fingertips. What are these about? I know what they are. I'm not blind. Scrambled, easy or difficult? All the 3 you should get. First one, can you start without a subject? Was. Celebrate the signing of peace with the Turks. Now let us go to the third one. What is the third one? Suddenly the sound of a firing of cannon was heard from the embankment to what? Celebrate the signing of peace with the Turks, and the crowd rushed impetuously toward the embankment to watch the firing. Everything falls in place. But what is the first one here? Now we'll go to the lower level. Lower level, get the first one. What is the first one? C. And where is the continuity? Was heard. That means you know for sure which pair is it. CA. How many options with CA in that order? Now your job is done. What is the answer? Yes or no? That is lower level. Don't depend on that. He kept a diffident. Is it about someone or not? You have to respond and A. Then can we start with A? No. He kept a diffident. Underline the word diffident. Diffident means what? I've given many a time. Confidence opposite diffidence. Confident opposite diffident. He kept a diffident silence during 2 sessions, his first speech being in strong opposition to slavery, which he proposed to what? Discourage and eventually to abolish by imposing a heavy tax. Impose goes with what? Taxes, levy taxes. That means the first one is A. And what is the second one? During when? During 2 sessions. That means AD. How many options AD in that order? Which one is that? 1 second. Have you got it? This is a little difficult. You know it is about fingernails. Yes or no? Experience a fingernail health problem with? Not exactly. Nails can often be treated at home. This seems to be the potential. It has a potential to be the number 1. But it is not the number 1. Multiple symptoms, no condition, and seek proper care if needed. No subject. What is the 5th one here? Simple nuisances such as hangnails or ingrown nails. To confuse you people, they have used the capital letters. Can you use a capital letter there? It should be a small letter. Ingrown nails can often be treated at home, but if you experience a fingernail health problem with multiple symptoms, it is pertinent, underline the word pertinent, you evaluate the condition and seek proper care if needed. So everything falls in place or not? So what is the first one here? E. What is the second one? EB. How many options with EB in that order? Which one is that? That is lower level of looking at the option. Got it? Who has got all the 3 correct? Wow, wonderful. You guys are good at scrambled sentences. And one more, your favorite topic has come today. Which one is that? Columns. Our students are very good at columns. But I told you to underline one word. Which one is that? That right one combination. Pertinent question means what? Very good. Pertinent means relevant. It's a pertinent question, means it's a relevant question. Have you copied? All the 3 are easy. What are these about? Word swap. In its consist, does it sound grammatically correct? In its improved form, seems right? In its constant form, in its formed form, can you say? In its permanent form also seems okay. This meter what? Shall we try with improved? Or shall we try with permanent? In its improved form, this meter consists of a single horseshoe constant magnet formed of tungsten steel having a strong and permanent field. I think only 2 have to be changed. What are the 2 things? Which option is that? Have you chosen that? Other words, no problem. With a satisfied smile, she hidden the last piece, can you say? She what? Revealing, completing, play. She plays the last piece. And its hidden image, I think BE you can change. How many options with BE? Which one is that? Let us check CD. What is C here? Finally, completing the puzzle and revealing its hidden image. That seems right. So what is the answer here? And you have got this many a time. Reveal means what? Diverge, disclose. Now the same song, short one. Shall I go to the next one? In the heart of the jungle. This is a standard expression. Anything wrong with that? In the heart of the jungle, a cacophony, underline that. Cacophony is opposite of, write the word, harmonious. It is opposite, mind you. Harmonious, what is opposite? Discord. Cacophony means not harmonious, full of discord. Discord, positive or negative? Negative. Cacophony of sounds orchestrates the distant of life or the rhythm of life. Here we will bring rhythm, the rhythm of life from the chirping of insects to the roar of distant predators. So what is the answer based on that? C and E. Which option is that? Let us check A, B, because there is one more option. In the sounds of the jungle, a cacophony of heart, can you say? So what is the answer? Easy or difficult? Over. How many questions? Have we done all the three? Okay. Who has got all the three correct? Good. Two should not be a problem. These are word usage, not at all easy in my opinion. If you say easy, you're better than the master. Very simple. What is the first word here? Surprisingly, language has two. Have I skipped a question? Thank you. What is that? Charter. Charter, you all know one meaning. Which one is that? Chartered plane means private. You hire, rented. Write the first meaning of charter. Means to rent a plane or a ship. To rent a plane or a ship. We don't use with taxis and all. Big ones, plane or ship. Only rich people can do that. I hope you all agree. What is the second meaning of charter? Please write. Statement of privileges. Statement of what? Privileges. Charter also means like a constitution of rights. A set of rights. Right? Another meaning, set of. Privileges means what? Rights. Set of rights. Or you could write set of privileges. Have you got it? What is the first one? The charter states that the press shall be devoted to printing and publishing in the furtherance and dissemination of knowledge. Very important word. Underline word disseminate. It goes with information and knowledge, means to spread. Write the combinations. Dissemination of information, dissemination of knowledge. Means what? Spreading information, spreading knowledge. An important word. The charter here means something like a statement or something like a constitution, a body of privileges. Seems right? All right, I will charter a plane for the morning. Easy, you can decide for sure, right or wrong. A charter was now granted to the town by James I. In the past, kings and queens, they would charter, means they would give some sort of privileges in the form of written form or legal status. So nothing wrong with this also. A charter was granted. A charter was signed. Many of you may not know that. How many of you have thought third one is correct? Raise your hands. Only a few. Second one correct? Second one is easy. Chartered plane, many of you should know. What is the answer based on that? No second thoughts. All the three are correct. First one goes with legal dimension or rules and regulations. Second one goes with travel. Third one goes with ruling, governance. Third one goes with what? Governance. You know the word governance. Next one. How many of you know the meaning of the word languid? How many of you know the two different meanings Opposing meanings of the word languid, raise your hands. Please write the first meaning of languid. One meaning languid means relaxed. Also write slow. But it has a positive connotation. I will explain. Some people take their own time, they speak very slowly in a relaxed manner, and that is quite attractive. That is what? Quite attractive. Means positive or negative. Write the second meaning. Languid means to feel weak, no energy. Then you feel strong or weak. Second meaning totally different or not different. One is positive, the other one is negative. Let us see the first sentence. He greeted Charles with a languid wave of his hand. That means what? Cool, relaxed, nice, taking his own time, positive, mark it right. I hope you guys are listening. It has no language of incorporation, completely nothing to do with grammar, nothing to do with context, completely not acceptable. What is the third one? The illness made him feel languid. Feel what? Weak, obviously. So what is the answer? 1 and 3. How many of you have chosen? Great. I appreciate that. Have you heard of this word any time? If you have heard, you are better than the master. Very simple. We don't use it. It is not a regular word. Write the meaning. Sonder means to recognize, yes, recognize that someone or one, not write someone, everyone, better you write everyone has his or her own life, and in that life he or she is a hero or heroine. Everyone has his own life, everyone has her own life. In that life, who is important? He is important or she is important? Once you realize that, you respect others, yes or no? What is the first one? He needed a sondering board rather than thinking alone. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Mark it wrong. I really need to get some sonder financial advice. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Recognizing other people, appreciating everyone has a life, and in that life he or she is a hero or heroine. He felt a sense of sonder as he watched the busy crowd, each person with their own story. Seems right or wrong? So what is the answer? Only the third one. Which option is that? That is not. These three, how many of you have got all the three correct? Word, you got all the three correct. Oh, give him a big hand. That is quite impressive. I'm impressed. 2, that's also outstanding, wonderful. Give them a big hand. 1, a few. Not easy under pressure. Shall we go to the next set? What are these about? Me cheppalandi, I know what they are about. Why do I ask? To check how sharp you are. To check what? So what are they about? Misspelled or inappropriate. How many questions have been given? One is based on spelling, the other one is based on misappropriate word. Let us check. Anything wrong with orchestra? Anything wrong with timpanist? Perhaps you cannot guess. Hold that one. Foot pedal. What is the spelling of pedal? So there is an error or no error? So what is the answer? C. This is rather easy, but because many of you know pedal. Next one is what? The attorney who will persecute. Have given many a time, whenever we come across words related to migration, I give about 7 or 8 words. First, migrate. First I start with nomadic. What is the meaning of nomadic? Moving from one place to another place. Nomadic people. But imagine there is a political turmoil in a particular country. People go to another country. Then what do they seek? Asylum means political shelter. And asylum, those who seek asylum, what are they called? Refugees. And migration, large number of people migrating, what is the word? Exodus. And you have to, migration, you should think of two words. Emigration, going out. Immigration, coming in. And these refugees, when they go to some other country, they settle over there. What is the word we use? Diaspora. But today, you know, many countries are saying Indians go back. Are you guys aware of that? And these people, when they go to some other country, they may have to experience some sort of prejudice or bias. These are simple words. All of you write this word. I think they have given that word. Persecution means what? Write the meaning. Prejudice or bias. But context talks about that, or context talks about prosecution. So attorney means a persecution or prosecution. Obviously, so what is the right word to be used over there? Strike off the word persecute, write the word prosecute. The attorney who will prosecute the case says he cannot reveal how much money is involved. How many of you have got this one right? Shall I go to the next one? Columns, now you should. Nearly a quarter of Americans, this is very surprising and shocking. I don't know from where they have taken, whether old information or new information. Sentence is strange. Nearly a quarter of Americans have trouble making online purchases because they don't have a bank account or credit card. That is strange or not strange? Very strange. Hornick was one of the first venture capitalists. Venture capitalist, underline. You all know about Shark Tank. Initially in the US, now they have brought it to our country. What do? Rich people, they are always free because they have a lot of money. They sit and listen to others who have got brilliant ideas. They like the idea, they sponsor. What is that person called? Venture capitalist. He has money, but someone else has the ideas, he will invest in that. So what is their job? Listening. Where do you see listen or hear? Fifth, to hear the pitch and right off the bat he loved it. Seems right or wrong? So what is the first one here? A and D. Second one, B and F. What is the third one? Within a week he put the shader in front of his partners and offered him a term sheet. This also seems right. Which option says this? Have you got it right? Easy in my opinion. Love was a star athlete at Duke, where he accomplished the rare feat. What is the preposition you have to think of? Rare feat of. Where do you see of? A rare feat of playing key roles on both the football and basketball teams. That means, now we'll go lower level. How many options with A, E? Second one, third one you have to check because you don't have the same combination in the fourth option. Let us check B, D. But after 2 years of failed NFL tryouts following what? Graduation, he decided to shift gears. This seems perfect. So what is the answer here? If you want me to check, I will check CF also. Having studied political science and public policy at Duke, Love did what? Pursued an internship on Capitol Hill. Okay. Over. Only 2 questions. Who has got both the questions right? Wonderful. My conviction hasn't proven me wrong. I know our students are good at columns. What is this passage about? You have to respond. Please write this word. First you write the word astronomy. What is astronomy? Scientific study of what? Please write a few words. Celestial bodies, heavenly bodies, cosmic bodies. Cosmos means universe. So astronomy is the study of celestial bodies, heavenly bodies, cosmic bodies. What is the other word for universe? Cosmos. Write the word cosmos. Cosmos means what? Universe. And you should have a bit of knowledge about astronomy, but before I do that, write this word What is astrology? Someone studies your what? Horoscope. How does it look at the time of your birth? The planetary position. Have you ever seen a horoscope? Based on that, it tells your future. That person is called astrologer. And we have more intelligent people. Right? Have you copied this? Write the word palmistry. What do? They see lines in your palm, they tell your future. We have a higher level of intellectual caliber. And please write, they see your face and tell your future. And some people have, write this, black magic, also write sorcery, witchcraft. Imagine you have lost a gold chain, you go to a black magician, you tell him, he sees in his palm and tells that fellow has taken your chain. Do we have to invent television if that is the case? We can watch everything here. No need of mobile also. Yes or no? Have you heard of that any time? What is that called in Telugu? I think they call it Anjanam something. Am I right? Okay, fine. And when it comes to astronomy, at least our solar system, you should have some knowledge. When you take our solar system, we have two groups of planets. Inner planets, outer planets. What are the inner planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. What are the outer planets? Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Between we have lumps of rocks, and they are known as, write the word, asteroids. I hope you guys are writing. I'm not doing it to impress you people, to show my knowledge. Write the word asteroids, lumps of rocks. When these asteroids enter Earth's atmosphere, because of friction, they burn. Sometimes night, if you sleep on the terrace, you see a flash of light. It disappears after some time. Have you ever noticed? What is the Telugu word for that? I think Ulkalu, am I right? Anyhow, let us not do research on that. Please write the word meteor. But sometimes they reach the Earth's surface, then they are called meteorites. And when they reach the Earth's surface, they make a huge impact. That is known as concave shape, crater. And the biggest crater on the planet Earth, Arizona crater in the US. Have you copied? And what is a comet? Comet is a star with head, body and tail. Comet, what do you call? Toka Chukka. Have you heard of that? Anyhow, it's all about this. If you have that, you can. And which planet is called the planet of rings? Saturn is called the planet of rings. But this passage says at one point Earth also had rings. What phenomenon is associated with the time when Earth's ring system might have existed? Is it Jurassic? Jurassic, what comes to your mind? Dinosaurs. You know Jurassic Park. In the passage it talks about which one? Ordovician impact spike. Yes or no? Does it talk about Cretaceous? No. Triassic? No. Devonian? No. What is the answer? Clearly mentioned in the passage. What is the antonym to the word anomaly? We have got many a time, write this word, aberration, anomaly, right, abnormal. Please write all these words. Aberration, anomaly, abnormal. But everyday English we use the word freak. Freak has many meanings. First you write that word. Imagine we all have 5 fingers, someone has the 6th finger, then we use the word freak. Everyday English. And scientific language we use aberration, anomaly, abnormal growth, all these things. And have you written these words? Okay. They want same or opposite. That means normal or not normal. Aberration same, deviation same, distortion same, exception same. So what is the answer? Elimination approach, you will get conditioned finally. What journal published a theory regarding Earth's potential ring system? Is it Earth and Planetary Sciences Letters? Answer is the second option. I'm sorry, which option is that? You're ready to catch me. What is Roche limit? I think it talks about tidal forces. Which option? The distance within which tidal forces can break apart an object. I think clearly mentioned in the passage. How do you get the answers? First you have to take the key word in the question. What is the key word? Then go to the passage, navigate, see where it is. There you get the answer. I'm sure you all know that. What is a synonym to the word debris? Underline the letter S and remember silent. How do you pronounce this? Debris. Don't think my English is wrong. Whenever there is a plane crash, the parts are scattered, not scattered. The small parts are called debris. They want the same. Can you say integrity, order, uncluttered, cohesion? Cohesion means what? Unity. Write the word unity. So what is the answer? Remnants. Remnants means the parts, small parts. Also write the word fragments. What is the other word you can think of? But when you come across this debris, then you have to know. First you write the word wreckage. Also write shipwreck. When a ship hits a rock, it gets torn into pieces. Then we say shipwreck, wreckage, debris also. But wreckage goes with planes. Usually it goes with what? Ships. Shipwreck is a common thing. And sometimes what happens, the ship goes upside down. What is the idiom? Right? Turn turtle. We use this for buses also. But ships we use the word capsize. Very good. Turn upside down. Turn turtle, turn capsize. Have you copied? What is the question number? Let me see other options. Integrity you all know. Yes or no? Order. Why should you focus on the word order? Tell me. Underline the word order. Write this. He ordered per tea. Right or wrong? Wrong. Order does not take the preposition per. That you have to recollect as a smart learner. They have given in many exams. Shall I go to the next one? What is the next option? Remnants. Cluttered means completely being together. Unclutter, separating. And cohesion is an important word, unity. Answer is the fourth option. What did Professor Tompkins say about sedimentary rocks? We have three types of rocks. Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Are very good. Thanks for reminding. It has been years together. From the Ordovician period. What is the answer? What does he say? They contain no meteorite debris? No. They contain moderate amounts? No. What is the third option? He says they contain extraordinary amounts of meteorite debris. Clearly mentioned. What is the difference between ordinary and extraordinary? Only extra. Extra effort, extra passion, extra hard work. Ordinary, you become extraordinary. Don't think of a song. I think there's a song, Extraordinary. Pawan Kalyan's movie. Some Rambabu. Which movie is that? Have you got it? Okay, fine. What does the discovery lead astronomers to speculate about Earth's rings? Earth only had rings once. Earth could have rings more than once in its lifetime. Mentioned or not mentioned? Rings are only possible around the gas giants. Underline the word giants. Careful with spelling. Earth never had rings. Not correct. Earth's rings are permanent. No.